Hi everyone, let's go over my bullish and bearish Elliott Wave scenarios on Bitcoin, starting with the triangle where we're looking for a 5-wave sideways structure in an A, B, C, D, and then ending with a wave E, after which we want to see continuation to the upside, where if we look towards the upside, we want to see the double top taken at 38k and the golden target box hit between 38.5 and 39k. This triangle would then be part of a wave 4 on a higher degree, looking for a wave 5 to the upside. And in this triangle, all of the waves are zigzags, which either means a 535 to the upside or a 535 to the downside, with the latest move to the downside being this wave E that went to the golden pocket taken from the low of C to the high of wave D, which is a common target for a wave E in a triangle. If we take a closer look at this wave E, we then have to count this like an A, B, C to the downside over here. And an impulse to the downside is already invalidated because this move to the upside went too high. If we are counting this as a 1, 2, 1, 2 continuation to the downside, and we take a fib from the high of 2 to the low of a wave 3, as this is then a 3, 4, and then a wave 5, then you can see price has hit the 0.618, which is an invalidation for a wave 4, as the 0.5 is a maximum target for a wave 4. Lowering the probabilities, this move to the downside is an impulse, increasing the probabilities that this is a 3-wave structure to the downside. What is incredibly interesting and also annoying, to be honest, in this very big range is that all of the wave C's in all of these zigzags have been very, very extended. We had an incredibly long wave C here as well. This was very, very messy to the upside, and another very long wave C to the downside here as well. And that basically means it's very difficult from an Elliott Wave perspective to really see the difference between a wave 3 and a wave C, because also all of these extended wave C's ended on very high volume, which increases probabilities for a wave 3. Now down here we saw the move to the upside, right, and probabilities increased for a move up. We got it. Same over here as well. This morning video we were talking, and the afternoon video we were talking here about the probabilities of going down, so that happened nicely. But if we go to the 1 minute, then even I was a little bit surprised when I saw this move over here, as we were ranging on the golden pocket after a high volume move to the downside, and then boom, quick move towards the upside over here, which of course then in this case confirms this move to the downside being a wave C. If we look at the second scenario that we have over here, we are looking for a WXY, which then also means another triangle, but this triangle is then part of a wave X. So we have a W over here in a zigzag, A, B, C, D, looking for E to the upside in a wave X, which already is in potentially, or you're still looking for a bigger wave E and then a bigger 3-wave structure, zigzag in wave E, for then a move to the downside in wave Y. As this wave X has retraced wave W over here over 70%, the probabilities of this being a double zigzag to the downside are very, very low, meaning we have to think about a sideways double combo, and in a sideways double combo, wave Y is not allowed to be the same structure as a wave W. Wave W can only be a flat or a zigzag, which then in this scenario clearly is a zigzag to the downside, which means that for a wave Y, the only two options that are left are a triangle or a flat. Now imagine you have wave X as a triangle, and then you also get another wave Y as a triangle. That would extend this range, of course, for quite a long period of time. And for a flat, what we then like to see after wave E is a wave A, B, and a wave C, where an expanding flat, wave B taking the high of A, is most common, but we shouldn't forget a regular flat where potentially B does not take the high of this wave A, which means you can have a top, the second top, so a double top, triple top, and potentially you can get a quadruple top, basically, price still moving to the downside before then continuation to the upside. Now if we then zoom in to the micro, go to the 15-minute once more, then what is happening, actually even lower, let's go to the 5-minute over here. Now what is happening locally at the moment is actually quite important. So over here we have this move to the upside, and now we know this is a confirmed ABC, right, because price went too high for this to be a wave 4. However, this can also still be another ABC to the upside unless price is taking this high before hitting the 0.618. If price is going to do this right now, hitting the 0.618 before taking this high, then this again has a high probability of being an ABC, and we can expect price to find more downside in that second low time frame scenario I just showed you, where this is then potentially the high of a wave E, ending the green wave X, and then you're going to be looking for a bigger wave Y to the downside in a flat or again a triangle. If price takes this high before hitting the 0.618, then probabilities increase. We could be looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4 and then a wave 5, which can either be a wave A for then a B and a C in the triangle that I showed, the second scenario, where this is then the end of your wave E over here, right? Your wave E ending here, the end of the green wave X, and you go down for a wave Y, or this is your wave 1 for then a retracement in 2, and you look to the upside for a wave 3. So you have more bullish probabilities the moment price takes this high before hitting the 0.618. So that is very important at the moment. We do have a little bit of bullish CVD divergences over here more locally. If I go to the 3-minute time frame, we also now have bearish CVD actually while recording. So we had a bit of bullish CVD here, higher low in price, lower low on blue. But look at yellow. Lower high on price, higher high on yellow, so bearish CVD divergences. So at the moment it's a big mix over here locally, meaning it is even more important to see what price is doing, and we have to really be calm and patient to see what price does. Currently though, if this is a wave 4, it is getting quite long compared to this wave 2 over here, right, which is not really that great, but of course we still have enough room still to push to the upside. Still an okay length for a 4, but you don't want to range here for the rest of the evening, Central European time zone, because then it takes too long, right? If we look at the news, we do have news tonight, 8 p.m. Central European time over here, the red flag, right, which can increase probabilities for some volatility. So make sure you trade safe around these times. And if we then look at the probabilities of the different scenarios, then on the low time frame in general, when we are looking at this range over here, we are looking for the double top to be taken, right? In the first scenario, this triangle, we would be looking for an E that is finished and a move towards the upside to take the double top. And in this scenario over here, we're looking for a triangle or a flat. Now, the most common flat is an A, B, C. Of course, that means you first move to the downside before you get a potential expanding flat wave B, which could take the highs, or you get a regular flat A, B, C, right? And then you expect to move to the upside, or you get another triangle, meaning you're going to extend this range for a very long period of time. Again, couple of days, maybe like 2 weeks or whatnot, before eventually we move to the upside. So zooming out, probabilities are generally still high to take that double top before any bigger correction to the downside, right, on a higher time frame even. And if we look more locally on the micro, then as explained, taking this high first increases the probabilities for either this scenario here, where you're going to be looking for an A, B, C in a wave EX and then a move to the downside for a wave Y in a flat or a triangle, or you hit the 0.618 first, and if that is the case, this is already a confirmed 3-wave structure. Potentially the high of E or X is already in, but generally you're then going to be looking for more downside to come to at least take this low. Of course, if we look at the target boxes, by the way, almost forgot, then also mentioned earlier today, we were looking at this target box with the daily naked point of control. If candles were closing below the target box, looking for the white box down here, close below. Nice great move to the downside, where over here we had some great confluences for then a move towards the upside here. Of course, this move to the upside was quite unexpected, but hey, we were at support. We were prepared for this area to be potentially support as well, and we got quite a move of that area. I hope this video was helpful or valuable to you. Please check out the most recent educational video I've made about the best trading indicator you can use in my opinion, which is the CVD. And for now, thanks for watching and subscribing, and I'd like to see you at the next one. Bye bye.